I have probably talked about my skincare routine now in maybe 4 or 5 videos, but I think because I now feel like I have a handle on my skin and only have the occasional breakout or dry patch or something, I just want to keep talking about it. It's the same products, but why not? I might as well just keep talking about it. I have just had a shower, wash my hair so I feel like extra clean, and I just wanted to show you what I'm using, because actually I think what I have done in a lot of videos is I've talked about products that I've used earlier on in the day, but I've never actually shown you how I use them or how they benefit me. This is knowledge that I've learned as a customer, being on counter and listening to the experts tell me why I need this product and how to use it to its full potential. So I wanted to share that with you and maybe get some of you on board with the products that I use. The first one that I use once I've fresh out the shower, or if I've washed my face on an evening, is the Nutritious Radiance Essence Lotion from Estee Lauder. This one is best for me because it's not too heavy going, it's not too active, as far as I'm aware, and it's just a really nice way of enhancing the hydration in my skin. I just take like a little puddle of the product and just blend it all over my skin. I do have, just sort of full disclosure at the minute, I do have a small dry patch just under my eye here, and then I also have just one tiny blemish, but it's really nothing going on by my lip, but everything else is generally just scarring. I haven't had any sort of dry patches or eczema in a really long time, so I wonder if I've just maybe overdone it a little bit with a certain product just here. To be fair as well, it is where I did have some scarring, and I've used a little bit of some of my Skin and Me retinol on there, so I don't know if maybe I should just give that a little break while I allow my skin to recover. This for me was offered because I had some clear signs of dehydration on my skin, mainly on my forehead and around my chin. The way that they identified this was because they said you could just see some lines starting to form where my skin was quite dry, and then she said, do you use retinol? Do you use any sort of spot treatment? And I said, yep, I've got my Skin in Me. It was mainly the azelaic acid, I think, that had just, it had worked as it was meant to work, but because it's a retinol, it does sort of take all of the hydration out of your skin while it tries to target the spot. And so she said, yeah, you can just tell where you've been using the retinol compared to the rest of your face. So something like this, an essence, just helps give that little boost of extra hydration. Now, I think I talk about this in so many different ways. I talk about it at work, I talk about it on here, and I think it really speaks for itself as well. I really don't need to be the one to promote this, but the Advanced Night Repair Serum from Estee Lauder, to me, I often describe it as liquid gold. I actually don't know what it does in terms of, I think it does like 8 different things all in one. However, I couldn't tell you right now off the top of my head. But I may try and put it on the screen actually, just because, you know, a description would do it more justice than what I'm currently doing right now. This is something that can be used morning and night. I was told by the Estee Lauder ladies that you should use it in the morning as well. Just because it's the night repair doesn't mean it's suddenly not going to work during the day. I was also using it wrong. For the few months that I've had this, I was under the impression that I just used like a full pipette every time. And then my friend told me, she was like, no, you shouldn't be going through it as fast as you are. You should basically just take like 3 drops. I sometimes do 4 just to be a little bit cheeky. But she was like, get it all over your skin. And then again, just massage it in. She knew this because she looked at my little account that I had with Estee Lauder, and she was like, you only bought your last one, like, I think it was a month and a half ago, and she was like, this should last you about 3 months. But this, for me, kind of speaking on experience, This has helped with my hydration, it has helped with my acne scarring, it has given my skin a natural radiance, which for the longest time, because I'm a girl with eczema, I was dealing obviously with the retinols to help with my spots. My skin was often looking quite dry and quite dull. So this has helped give me a new lease of life, I think, on my skin, which is exactly what it's designed for. I absolutely love this. I think if you're ever going to treat yourself to anything Estee Lauder skincare, this is the thing. I love it. Another favourite product of mine, and this one is not actually Estee Lauder, this is just a little extra that I put in, is my Simple Skincare Hyaluronic Acid. As you can see, my main focus is hydration. I think now that I'm kind of really on board with my acne and how I'm dealing with it, a big thing for me post retinol treatment is the hydration in my skin. Again, I think I've taken advice like I did with the Ignite Repair, and I'm now just using 3 to 4 little drops of this. This helps my skin on a morning just look so silky and shiny. It leaves my skin feeling like butter. I love the two of these paired together. I think they just really help my skin before makeup. This is the Estee Lauder Daywear. This is a moisturiser that I think I actually really love it because it's, I mean, it is fragrance, but I think it's cucumber, so it's very, very lightweight on the skin. It doesn't feel like it's triggering any of my sensitivities on my skin. And it also has SPF in. And as someone who, shamefully, I think, often I forget to put SPF on my face as a separate product, I really appreciate it when moisturisers have an SPF in. My Tinted Moisturiser also has an SPF 30 in, which is great. Because, do you know what, even though I only use 4 skincare products, I always forget, and to me 4 is enough. I don't need any more. These products have genuinely transformed my skin, I would say, since Christmas. I had really bad acne around Christmas time and before. I remember going to Glasgow to meet Jamie Genevieve at her pop-up shop, and in a video where I was getting ready to go to Glasgow and I was so excited and I wanted to do my makeup really nicely, when I look back on that footage, my skin looked so angry and so painful. I'll be honest, like the spots were very red, they were quite large and in charge. I remember like all of the hormonal spots on my chin were very sensitive. It was not good. It was really not good. And, you know, don't get me wrong, I could still leave the house. I could still wear a full face of makeup and be like, what can you do? You know, what can you do? It's spots. Sometimes they're just there. But it definitely had a big effect on my confidence. I think, you know, I would have loved to have worn barely any makeup and gone to work and felt great, but unfortunately I just didn't feel like I could with the way my skin was. However, since Christmas and since treating myself to some really good quality products and actually listening to experts offer me advice on my skincare and what was actually going on with my skin, it has genuinely transformed. Since Christmas, I think my only genuine kind of new concerns is just, like I said, this little dry patch and the occasional spot, which is either hormonal or it's a reflection on my diet. But yeah, alongside this, I have drank more water. I have been more conscious about what I am eating, but I haven't really changed my diet that much, only because I didn't eat that bad anyway. But yeah, I guess those are also factors to consider. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you took away something from this. I do like talking about skincare now that I'm starting to see progress myself. And I'd be interested to know what you guys use. If you use any of this, do you like it? Do you love it? And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.